the 2A regionals for you. It's your sophomore season, a season that was a little bit probably tiring at first for you coming off the stress fracture, but a season that you ended on a high note.
Yeah, it was a tough season. I had a stress fracture right away, but then I came back and Coach put me right back in there, and then I became sick for one of the meets, but I actually got to run conference this year, so it was a good goal to be all conference.
You're a very goal-oriented person. Last night I asked you following the race, at any point did you doubt that this was going to happen? And you said, yeah, when I was in 13th place. And 800 meters to go, you found that sudden burst. You said that I have to leave it all out on the course right now, or?
I did.
Thank you.
800 meters to go, I really kicked it in, and I passed a few people coming up the chute, so it was a good thing to pass a few people so I could get fourth place.
Did you feel comfortable? I mean, still comfortable when you were in 13th position, and did you figure you had enough left?
Well, coming around the second loop, we had a mile to go, so I needed to start kicking it in. So I started kicking it in, and some of the group came with me, and once I was in 7th place, I knew I had a good position to get even better.
Okay, now, what was the things that Coach Fiedler, did you hear him on the course at all?
He's one of those people you can hear. He was just telling me to sit and then relax and then find my motion so I could get up there more.
Okay. What's it mean, two-time qualifier your first 2 years? You're well on your way. Is that still a realistic goal you feel for yourself?
It is, going for all 4 years.
Okay. Okay, Kurt, last night, a kind of a day that has been long anticipated, not just for the girls individually, but the boys as a team. And last night, good and bad for the girls. Tori qualifies, Jessa doesn't, Mariah doesn't, but for Tori, you have to be pleased as a coach for the perseverance that she's shown coming off the stress fracture.
Well, yeah, and you know, anytime you go into a district meet, especially the type of district that we go to, it's not a cakewalk. You know, you can have 2 great individuals or 3 great individuals, and the possibility of being in the top 10 can be very, very slim. And we saw that last night where kids from other teams were highly ranked all year and didn't even make it as an individual, but were fortunate enough to make it as a team. And you know, you know, I say this a lot. I trust our kids' work ethic, and I trust what we do for workouts. You know, sometimes I get criticized for saying that, but you know, I truly believe in that, and I don't think there was any time in the race. Tori might have been worried, but I don't think I was quite as worried because I feel very comfortable with what we've done, with her getting herself in position. And when you're in position, that's the best thing you can do, is get yourself in a position to compete for those last spots. And she was there, you know.
Talk a little bit now about the boys. 2 individuals qualify individually, and Adam Soul and Josh Shriver, just a freshman. And you squeezed by there at the end, and it was kind of a down-to-the-wire type thing on who really was going to be your 7 runners.
Well, yeah, you know, when you get a kid in the middle of the week, I shouldn't say the middle of the week, on a Thursday or a Wednesday to go home sick, there's always that question of what are you going to do? But again, you know, you look at your top 8 runners and you say somebody's got to fill in. Now, was it our best possibility for a team? Yesterday it was. You know, when you fill somebody in, it has to be your best possibility. And you know, we put Max DeYoung in there with 9 minutes before race time. 9 minutes before race time, and he had warmed up properly, and he was set and ready to go. And you know, he ran a PR yesterday. We had, you know, if you look at our top 5, we had 3 people in there. We had 3 freshman scorers in our top 5, and that's pretty impressive. To have 2 in the top 10 and 1 be a freshman, the first freshman to finish, that's even more impressive. So.